Hello, dear students. In our chapter Structure of Atom, we studied about how micro particles like electron research take place, like by cathode ray, or you can say cathode tube ray discharge experiment. And the same experiment is used by Thomson to know the charge by mass ratio particularly. Okay, now how we calculate exactly the charge on electron, or you can use this experiment particularly thing to know the charge of any other charged particle as well. Okay, so charge on electron is found out by R.A. Millikan. Okay, his experiment is more profoundly known as oil drop experiment. Okay, you will see that how he used to find out. First, you must understand the diagram. You will see in your book a cylindrical diagram is given particularly. Okay, in which here particularly they have shown a plate particularly. Okay, cathode which have hole inside it, a hole particularly. Now here it is anode, a plate known as anode. Okay, here you will give a object to see, that is telescope, or you can say microscope particularly. Ultra microscope you need it here, because the particles are quite smaller we are discussing here. Okay. Here one more thing you will see, here they have suspended UA, this is, and they have termed that as atomizer. Okay, now what more thing, one more thing, that is from here you can pass out X-rays inside. X-rays, I will tell you what is the purpose of the X-rays. Okay, inside. Now this cathode and anode, you are know very well, connected particularly, positive negative charge. Now how this will work, let's see. Here in this atomizer actually the oil exists. Now this atomizer spray oil particles over here. Okay, now due to gravity these oil particles start moving down towards the anode. Okay, and you are looking at these oil drops from this ultra microscope from here. Okay, now in the next case what you will do, that you will pass these X-rays to the oil drops. What these X-rays will do, these X-rays actually ionize the gas inside. Okay, if gas get ionized, the gas ion then, because gases get ion, gas ion combine with oil particles and they will also get charged. Oil particles also get charged. Okay, now what we will see, that as the oil particles attach the charge negative particularly, okay, these oil particles will attract towards the cathode, positively charged. So the oil particles which are coming down due to gravity, okay, oil particles, they can be retarded mean to say their movement downward can be slowed down. You can slow those movements, the rate they were coming down, you can slow that rate by ionizing them, because at that time after ionizing the oil particle they will start attracting towards the cathodes. That's why the movement will become lower. You can retard the oil particle, as well as you can accelerate how much, how you will change the just cathode anode. In that case, the oil particle will start attracting more rapidly towards the ground and the acceleration took place. And one more thing you can do, you can stop them, stop the movement of oil particles. Okay, but to stop the movement, what you will do? On what thing it depends? First thing, charge on the oil drops. Okay, second, applied electric and magnetic field. These are the two things which govern the movement, whether it is accelerated, retarded, or just you hang the oil drop in between, just stop the movement by attractive forces. So these are only the two things on which it depends. Okay, another thing is its mass of the oil drop as well, because gravity is dependent that thing particularly on weight, that is mg particularly here, which under which force this is oil particles are coming down. So by balancing them, we can easily calculate what is the charge actually existing on the electron. Okay, so that's the first experiment did by the R.A. Millikan to find out the charge on the electron, and he exactly find the charge equal to 1.6022 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, that is the electronic charge find out. Now you see that first this whole process takes almost a decade particularly, a century particularly. Around 1832 Faraday did experiment of cathode ray. Okay, in 1897 around Thomson did that cathode ray discharge tube experiment, find the charge that is electron or E by ME ratio in 1897. Okay, in 1898 he given the model as well, but that model is lack of many things. We will discuss those model as well. Okay, this experiment, that R.A. Millikan experiment, he carried out the charge experiment around 1919 roundabout. So the whole process, first we get to know that yes, there are particles, charge particle exist. Then we discuss the charge, how we will calculate charge by mass ratio, then we calculate charge. So this whole thing take almost century to know. But after that, the research has become quite increased. Okay, and we get research of the canal rays. This is another term. Canal rays are also found in cathode ray discharge experiment, but their property is quite different. Cathode ray discharge experiment. What are the canal rays are actually? What is the properties of canal rays? That they move from anode to cathode. Our cathode rays are traveling from cathode to anode, but canal rays are actually moving from anode to cathode. This means they carry the positive charge. So canal rays are positively charged. And one more thing, so these are easy to think that yes, that is positive charge made up of positive charge, so that's why definitely they will move from anode to cathode. But what is the basic difference between the cathode particle and anode particle? That charge on the anode rays particles depends on the gas used actually. This is in the case of cathode rays is not needed. In case of if you are discussing studying the canal rays, that is positively charged, that positively charged